Could you use a quick tip daily? How about a tip that can impact your day? My name is Raphael. Join me as I bring you tips by experts around the world. These experts have shared their knowledge and wisdom with me and will directly share them with you. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow, and comment, and I would love for you to become part of the New Tip Daily community. Hey, good morning. I'm just reading Emotional Intelligence 2.0. Number 11 on, number 11 on self-management. Clean up. And they're not talking about just cleaning up, but clean up your sleeping. What does that mean? Well, let's think about it. Our brain gets recharged while we sleep. Do you believe that you should sleep amongst clutter? Probably not. So one of the things that you want to do is you want to clean up your brain from all the information you've gathered all day long. So how do you clean up your brain? Well, one of the things that I'm always constantly doing is taking notes, and lots of notes, as you can see, and I scribble. And then what I do later on is I put them in different, see, more notes here. And what I do is I take all those notes and I put them in different journals that I have. So these are some of the journals that I'm working on. Well, that one's here upside down, right? This is all different journals. I call it brain dumping, right? So whatever I learned that day, I start putting in my journals. See, all my different journals. And then what I do is from one journal, I put in a different journal. And so I am dumping every day, cleaning up the brain so that I can reflect and think about before I go to sleep the things that matter most, so that when I am fully sleeping, I am not only recharging my mind, but I have given my mind a job to solve some of my issues, whether they're personal, business, relationship, whatever they may be. And I put my mind to work. This is why cleaning up your mind is important. But also, you know, I don't suggest, me personally, sleeping on a dirty bed. I mean, if you don't clean your sheets on a regular basis, not good, not good. Because during the night, your body is gonna think of shedding, right? Your body, you do shed. We're like a snake a little bit. We do shed our skin. Our skin sheds, and new one is born. It gives room. This is why our pores have to be open to breathe. Our skin is a living organism. It needs to breathe, and it sheds some of the skin. So sometimes, we need to think about sleeping in uncluttered bed. You have 500 pillows on your bed, man, take them off your bed. You should only sleep with maybe 3 pillows. One for your head, maybe one between your legs if you're a side sleeper. I sleep on my back, which is probably the healthiest way to sleep. And the other one could be a full body pillow if you like that. And you don't want to crink your neck when you sleep. This is just a word of advice, because then you wake up with a crimped neck, right? So there's a lot of different things you can use. One of the important ones is a pillow, sometimes no pillow, so that your body is in alignment. So you need to figure out what works for you. Is it a soft pillow, hard pillow? So clean up your bed. Sleep in a bed that feels inviting because that body has to regenerate. It does. It has to regenerate. So clean up where you sleep to allow your mind to work, to regenerate, to become better. Be better than you were the day before. When you wake up in the morning, you should be better focused because you did what? You did a brain dump, put everything on paper. Whatever made sense did make sense. You have questions. Those are things you want to ask. You have unresolved issues, whether they're yours or someone else's. Maybe you can help someone. So sometimes we take somebody else's challenges and we make them our own. Don't make them yours, but do take them on as a challenge, because if you can help somebody else become better, man, that is golden. So clean up. Clean up your bed. Clean up your bedroom. Should be clean, there shouldn't be clothes everywhere. You should use a hamper. You should do what's right for you. Some people like living in a mess. I don't get it. I don't like it. So why is it important for your health for you to live in a clean environment? First of all, dust is terrible. It affects us, whether we like it or not. When my son was born, we took him to the doctor because he was coughing a lot and stuff like that. Maybe 1, 2 years old. And we took him to an allergist to see what was the problem. We found out they stuck him with 32 needles at the same time. And meanwhile, they told us it's no big deal. This kid cried for 2 hours. So, Marco, I'm sorry that you had to go through that. They stuck him in the back to find out what he was allergic with. It wound up being that this kid was allergic to dust. Dust. So, what that meant was we had a rug in his bedroom. I had to go rip up the rug, and there was nice, beautiful wood floors. So I polished the floors. I redid his bedroom, but we vacuumed, but it wasn't enough for him. It was enough for me and my ex-wife and anybody who visited. It was fine for us, but that dust, because he was allergic to it, hurt him. Every night he went to sleep in this room and it was hurting him. So I redid the bedroom, nice wood floor. Eventually he got out of it. So we got him a nice area rug, the whole deal. But I still kept the floors bare to make sure he was okay. He's okay now, thank God. But that was, even though we thought we were clean, he was allergic to something that we could not even see. The vacuum didn't even pick it up. So dust is a big problem. Just mold can build up if you don't clean on a regular basis, clean around your bathroom. Black mold can truly hinder your health. So cleaning up is an integral part of being healthy. It affects not only your health, but affects your mood, right? The way you dress. And you can tell somebody who's always in like clothes, they don't care what it look like. Something's going on. You don't feel all that good. But can I tell you, when I put on a really nice fitting clothing or looks good, looks sharp, I feel like $1,000,000. Now, do you want to feel like a $10 bill? Or do you want to feel like $1,000 bill? How about $100 bill? How about $1,000,000,000? If there ever was such a thing as $1,000,000,000 bill, would you want to feel that way? I know I would, right? Better than a dollar bill. So don't dress to feel like a dollar bill. Dress like $100 bill. So dress I'm not telling you to impress anyone. I'm telling you to impress the one most important person in the world. That's you. Just to impress yourself. Forget everybody else. They come second. Second. You come first. So dress to impress you. So cleaning up. For me, a shower every day. Oh my God. Oh, I love a shower. Sometimes I take two, sometimes three, depends. But the other thing that I do is I take a cold, literally freezing. If it was any colder, I'd have ice cubes I'm showering with. So it's that cold. I take a cold shower. I do my meditation. I say my prayer. I go through my gratitudes. I go through my gratitudes in bed. That's where I start. My nice, clean, beautiful bed. By the way, I sleep in a king bed. Why? Because who's the king? Right? And guess what? It makes me feel incredible. I don't want to be cramped when I'm sleeping. I want to be relaxed, comfortable, because I said it before. This and this body are going to regenerate and they're going to help me be better every day. So I need to give it that space, that clean space. Make sure that wherever you go, do your best not to leave dirty dishes in the sink. Why? There's going to be little creatures that are going to come around, right? So having a clean house, having a clean office, one of the things that I get compliments on my businesses is, wow, this place is so clean. And how do you do it? How do you keep this? One of my facilities is 10,000 square feet. And they're like, how do you keep this place clean? The bathrooms are clean. During COVID, before we were allowed to open, we had to be inspected and we had to have a certificate before we can open. And when the inspector came, he did a test on every surface on my martial arts school. And martial arts schools, they can get dirty really quick. People sweating, all these different things. My kickboxing bags, the bathrooms. Here's what the guy said. He expected to fail me. He had just been to a 7-Eleven and he had tested them, even though they were open throughout the COVID season. And I don't like calling it COVID. It's funny I said COVID season, but to me, that's what it was. It was a season in time, something that we're moving away from. We always move on. So they failed miserably, but they stayed open. Why? Because they were essential. My martial arts business was not essential, so we didn't have to be open. So he just did a test at the 7-Eleven before just to see. When they weren't looking, he tested a couple of things. Man, he said it was so gross. But here's the thing. When he tested my mats, he expected for them to fail. And when he swiped and he put it in, it was a meter. It wasn't him just like, it was an actual meter that gave him numbers. And he goes, oh my God. I said, oh, I failed. He goes, no, you pass and you can actually, this is like medical grade room. This is like an operating room. I'm like, huh, cool. Then he went to my kickboxing room and there he tested those bags and he goes, same. Wow, what are you doing? I said, I clean. So then I said, well, what's the one that always fails? He goes, the restrooms. I said, would you mind testing my restrooms? He was a little taken back that I asked him to check out what failed most businesses. So he went to my bathrooms. He checked both the men's and the women's. And he kept shaking his head. And there I'm thinking, okay, I failed too. He goes, I said, well, what's the news? You keep shaking your head. He goes, I can't believe it. He goes, your bathrooms are so clean, they can do brain surgery in your bathroom. That's how clean your bathrooms are. I said, well, I guess I passed it. And he kind of laughed. He goes, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. But here's the funny thing. Before COVID, that's how I clean my restrooms. That's how I clean my floors. That's how I clean everything. So for me, my customers come first. If they feel good, I feel good, we all feel good. So clean up, people. If you want to know what I use to clean the restrooms, DM me. Let me know. I'm not going to give you that secret here, but reach out to me. I'll personally let you know. I'll even tell you how to do it. It was so easy and incredible. Now, during COVID, there was a lot of people selling all these high chemical stuff, and I did not use high chemical stuff. I used stuff that was somewhat natural. So you want to know that tip? Reach out to me. Reach out to me through my social media. By the way, this is episode number 98. 2 more. We got 99, and then we had 100 on Friday. So far, I am thrilled that I've made it this far, that I've had so many tips and some friends of mine who've come along and shared their tips. I'd love to hear your tip. So thank you again for joining me on New Tip Daily. And guess what? Tomorrow, I'm going to change. Instead of having recap Thursdays, that's gone. I decided to do meditations. I'm going to be honest with you. This is a book that is incredible. I'll share this with you tomorrow, and I'm going to read. It's 365 days. That's called, and it's called Tao, but it's spelled Tao, but it's Tao, and it's daily meditations. And I use this all the time. So I will share every day. I'll share a little portion of it with you. Not every day, but every Thursday. And I'm going to teach you also about different ways that I do the breath work. So I hope you join me tomorrow. But I hope that these tips have made a difference for you. Remember, live a clean life. Also, clean up your act. Stop eating fast food, people. Listen, once in a blue is okay. You're not going to die. Regularly, you're going to wonder, why am I so heavy? Why can't I lose these extra 20 pounds? Why? Fast food. Fast food is a fast way to the grave. Might not see it right away. Right? Stop drinking soda. Terrible for you. Soda can kill you. So stop that. Do me a favor. Join me tomorrow as we go into a meditation state. I'll teach you how to breathe better. And this is what I teach all my athletes: to sustain longer lengths, longer drives, longer runs, longer swimming, longer everything. It's the way we breathe. Thank you so much for joining me today. Before you go, I would love for you to join me in New York. Let's take a look.
Heroes Rising Apex is the highly anticipated business event of the year. This gathering of industry leaders, entrepreneurs, authors, and visionaries promises to be a game-changing experience that will inspire, educate, and provide networking opportunities. Get ready to immerse yourself in a world of innovation, strategy, and collaboration. as we embark on an unforgettable journey of learning, growth, and success. Join us in New York on July 14th through the 16th. Go to heroesrisingapex.com for tickets.
Yes, Heroes Rising Apex. So get your tickets. Go to Heroes Rising Apex, APEX.com. Get your tickets. Join me in New York. I have so many amazing speakers coming in. People who are going to be signing their books. So much great information. I even have a celebrity or two coming. So will you be there? I hope so. Looking forward to it. Have an amazing, and as you know, exceptional day. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great one. Bye-bye.